What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. This video actually kind of just sporadically came about. This is Darius Johnson-Odom. This is who we just watched play in the one-on-one session we just watched with Mike James and Andrew Andrews. I think it's the other guy's name. They're all of them were cold, but yeah, a few of you in the comments let me know that he played at Marquette, currently playing in like Iraq. I think he just finished playing in Iraq, but this is a highlight. So looked him up a little bit. This is a highlight from when he played in France. So let's give it a look. Let's give it a watch. Could be fun. All right, so we'll give it a watch. I'll turn it down just because never sure about copyright with these things. He does this little hip swivel a lot. He did it in the one-on-ones. So pick and roll. He did this little hip swivel quite a bit in the one-on-ones. Man, just gets 2 feet in the key. A little bit of separation. Ooh, tough. So sprinting into the screen. Again, we talk about a lot of these actions overseas, right? He sprinted from the far corner off of this kind of false action into a ball screen, but it turns into a ghost screen, which causes the switch. And then the big looks like he's going to hedge on this pick and roll. So everyone is just kind of leaving their station, I guess you'd say, just like split second early. And Darius notices that straight away. Just turns on the jets to the basket. Jeez. I think he was like 33, 34 here, which, I mean, nowadays I guess isn't old, but that's explosive. Picks it up at the free throw line. Nice. What do we got here? Switch. Yeah, some of you have been asking, like, how do you use your speed when you get a switch? This is the part that's tough, right? So coaches or trainers online are going to tell you, like, you need this crossover. So let's watch what he does. It's going to be like, you need this crossover to get by a defender. So you need the inverted drag between the legs into a hesitation, cross left to right, step back, jump shot, right? So they're gonna say that's the move you need, and the move is why it worked. The move isn't why it worked. It's the movement. He's just faster. So if you're faster than the guy that's guarding you, right here, he does what we talk about of he's really just pulling the rubber band tight, right? This is all he's doing right here. So he's just stepping back. Doesn't matter that it was an inverted drag dribble. It could have just been a crab dribble, retreat dribble, could have been behind the back. But whatever it is, he's just creating some separation, some tension in that rubber band. So now he can make a move. So now you can go full speed left or full speed right. Doesn't matter how you get there. Doesn't matter if you go between the legs full speed left or crossover full speed left or behind the back full speed left. The footwork is all the same. But either way, he goes full speed left. And then because the defender is turning his hips, turning his shoulders, he gets ready to go full speed left. And then he crosses back and he goes full speed right. So this is full speed right. The defender has to guard full speed right. Now he just stops. So now he's going full speed right. He just stops into a step back. So you can break it down a bunch of different ways. You can call it everything by its technical terms, and you can learn the move. But if you learn how to do that move, sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it's not. But if you just learn those movements, learn the footwork, learn how to get to your spots and play the angles, you can do this from anywhere on the court using any different combination of moves. He was talking to the ref. He thought it was a foul. Let's see here. There must have been more happening before this. He just pulls up on him. Must be nice. Oh, good find. Shot fake. Nice. I mean, terrible defense, but good pass. Wow, playing out of out of a closeout. Again, just not matched up properly here. It was probably either transition or an offensive rebound, I'd say. But dominoes are falling, closeout to another closeout, and he just jabs. So on the catch, again, we used this with T-Mac the other day, but on the catch, you can use the ball, boom, to set up your move. So he catches and sets that into his jab. Since the defense and their momentum is bringing them all this way, everything's going this direction, including the ball, so you can catch it, boom, and jab that same direction. And again, just full speed right, has to guard it. And this is why you want to operate off of a closeout more so than just going one-on-one. This defender, you could tell he's already been doing some running in this play. Like it must have just done a closeout. Look, he sprints to another closeout, Now you have to defend someone going full speed. By this time that Darius stops to shoot a shot, he's got all day to shoot now. Because, this defender just guarded like 3 or 4 closeouts and still contested. But it's much easier to score on people off of closeouts than them being set up and going one-on-one. Hey, run the court. Another closeout. Pick and roll. Splits the screen. Jeez. So didn't get anything off the closeout. Nice. We saw this with Chris Likes. The big, when you're hedging as a big, you want to stay attached. So I would be holding the jersey of the guy that I'm guarding and then hedge out like this. Like you want to stay attached if you can. Obviously you can't like pull the jersey, or the jersey, like once the ref sees the jersey, they're gonna call foul. But if you can grab their waist and then you can like hedge out, you want to stay attached. Otherwise, like really good guards do this. Like see, once he's not attached anymore, now Darius can make a decision. Am I going to go full speed left, full speed right? It's like a little 50-50. So he just fakes left. Big takes too big of a step. Now just the Euro was nice. And this is just our footwork concepts we always talk about. So he could have dropped it off for the layup. He had the kick out for the 3. Also had the layup himself. A great move. Yeah, honestly, a lot of his game is built off of just going full speed and making the defense react. We saw this with TJ Shorts. If you're running full speed and their hips and shoulders are turned, well, if you can just stop and get on balance quicker, that shot's going to be open. Side pick and roll. Just a little hesitation, in and out dribble, but same thing, right? Full speed. You guys are going to get tired of me saying that, but if you can play full speed right, full speed left, that just makes everything so much simpler. Man, shot clock winding down, 7 seconds. Nothing really opening up, just elevates. Man, that's tough. That's every shot we've seen so far has been pretty fundamental, pretty good, like high quality shot. That was the toughest shot we've seen from him so far. And again, exactly with the Mike James video, exactly with the Carson Edwards, TJ Shorts, like they take really high percentage shots and they use these shots in the times where the shot clock is winding down as a bailout. And then they're just still capable of hitting them, but they don't live on those shots. Well, he missed it. Their big man must not be very good. He's sprinting the floor, running the lane, gets a deep seal. It gets a deep seal, and it's like, nah. We're not throwing that one. Yeah, just, again, very simple. Game is very simple. And it's funny because he was actually doing when we watched them play one-on-one, he played the same way. His habits are the same way. And watching him play one-on-one, you can tell, you could almost guess how he was going to play in 5-on-5. Because he was using his full speed to set up all of his counters. So he uses getting to the basket to set up his shot, to set up his other moves. He can do everything, but he uses one to make the other better, right? Rather than just playing kind of sporadically. Oh, hell of a pass. Again, what happened on defense? Oh, yeah, just because the roller. So this player steps all the way over to take the roller, but I don't think he necessarily needed to. miscommunication, but great pass, great find. So I'd say, yeah, spacing and speed is just like slightly, it's not perfect from these clips that we've seen so far, but still making like elite plays. The defense, we've seen this quite a bit. Defense just getting lost or just standing too much. Interesting. The defender got stuck here, just had to run the other way or run backwards. Good finish, full speed left. Just be an athlete. Man, gets out in transition. Very good. I got called for a foul. Doing exactly this. I got called for a foul in a playoff game, actually, and we ended up losing that game by 2. This was like the 4th quarter when it happened, because I did that. They called it what was it called? I can't remember what they called it, but I've only been called for one of those in my entire career. Shepherding. They called it shepherding. That's right. Can't impede the progress of the defensive play. I didn't know that. I was like, why can't I get to that spot? Turn on the Jets. Yeah, he uses just his speed and athleticism quite a bit, but it's not like he's constantly doing that only against the faster play. Look how many times he gets a mismatch. He's gotten a mismatch so many times, and he just uses his speed. It's what good scorers do. You want to be finding mismatches as much as possible. Ooh, little angles we talk about. Oh, this is a perfect example too. This is why in 1v1s I always point out like those angles that are so important to attack. He can't keep going this direction, right? Like this guy is in the gap and he dug. This guy's in the gap. He's going to dig in. Like you don't have infinite space to just go one direction. So that's why it's important to get to those spots. Trying to beat this defender in those little lanes, inside the elbows, inside the blocks. And if you can't get around them, then your little step backs and pull ups. That's a tough shot, but wonder why he passed up the 3 here. Wide open. Oh, this is against Paris. Yeah, it's just what do you want me to say? Hell of a finish. This might be a really good example for you guys of all the stuff I talk about just like full speed left, full speed right. Like this might be that might be his whole game. It's not a bad thing at all. Very much reminds me of Dwayne Wade. And I mean, he did play at Marquette. His age, I think he's Jimmy Butler age though. Maybe he's a Dwayne Wade fan. Attacks the closeout again. We saw him use this move already, just the jab, throw down. Wow. Great job. As soon as his feet hit the ground, we spoke about this with Sasha Vezenkov. As soon as you get a rebound, like your teammates need to be sprinting, but when you get a rebound as a guard, as soon as your feet touch the ground, you should be going too. Like he wastes no time. He's instantly into his dribble. I think he takes 1-2 dribbles and is already kicking the ball ahead. That's elite pace. Again, this was more on the defensive big. Like when you see your player is still halfway like in front, like you shouldn't fully commit like that. But I mean, again, that's just a really good pass and really good roll from the big. Yep, backs him up. Acts like he's gonna blow by. Nice. Ooh, strong finish. Great finish. This is why working on your strength and conditioning is important, kiddos. A lot of people can't dunk this, like run full speed and then jump. When you're playing like pretty high level, if you're not able to dunk running full speed, if you have to do those slow down steps, I talk about this a ton with our high school kids. They'll be staying after practice trying to dunk the ball and everything, and I'm just like, guys, and it's mainly because they keep saying like, oh, I'm going to get a dunk this weekend. Coach, do you think I'm going to get a dunk this weekend? I'm like, probably not. If you can't just take one hard dribble and go dunk it, if you can't go in a straight line and dunk, you're probably not like ready for in-game dunks. I only say this because I know there's a ton of you out there in the comments or that are watching these videos. This is what a game dunk looks like. So if you can't do that, if you can't just run down the middle, have someone throw you the ball, just pick it up and finish, probably not going to be very confident with you trying in a game. So this is what you need to practice. And another good way to build this up, I've spoken about before, is stairs. Running stairs is very good for that. Most people get a flat tire when they try to dunk like that in a game. Yeah, he's doing a great job. Because he's so fast is what makes these bigs hedge as hard as they are, because their job on this hedge is to keep him from going over the top to getting to the other side of the floor. So their job is to keep him on one side of the floor. So they're hedging out so high because of how fast he's capable of going off these pick and rolls. So he gets to split quite a bit actually. So this is likely not just going to work for you. You kind of have to set it up by being a fast player, by playing full speed. It's the same as the Carson Edwards video. We saw how many times he did like a pullback or a snatchback crossover. And you keep asking like, why does that stuff work? It's not the crossover that works. Again, they're just, if you're able to play full speed, if you're able to play at a fast pace, the defense also has to start playing at a fast pace to keep up now. Now you have other change-ups, other different speeds that can work, different moves available to you now. You can't just go this pace all the time and expect that the defense is just going to, why'd the big just jump out of position here? It's because Darius Johnson-Odom is capable of just going full speed down the middle and dunking. So he just read him out of position for a second and just turns on the jets. Yeah, nice. We'll go one more play here. Yeah, look how many times he actually refuses ball screens a ton. So he's got the ball screen to the right, just a little crossover to get the guard to try and fight over, and now he just gets one-on-one with the big. Now it's just foot speed, race to the basket. Yeah, he refuses ball screens a ton. He's not like a traditional point guard off of the ball screens. When we watched Mike James, Carson Edwards, TJ Shorts, they have a lot more of like spacing, team and spacing concepts when they're coming off pick and roll. So they're getting straight to the top of the key. They're swinging it back to the other players. They're looking for different reads. Darius Johnson-Odom is looking to score. He's looking to score every time. So it's a little bit different, but it's good because you can see both styles and try and decide like what type of player are you? Are you looking to score off of most of your pick and rolls, or are you more of a ball mover for your team? And so they're a little bit contrasting styles, but you can be a scorer within both of those styles too. You just got to know like when to apply each one. This was very good. I think this was a fun watch. I'm going to always try to make sure we're watching different players, different leagues, different levels. Like I just think you can learn so much by not getting stuck into one small category of basketball. And you guys let me know too if this helps you guys learn stuff. So I appreciate you guys. Keep sending through the requests, and I'll see you in the next video.